So she said, what's the problem, baby? What's the problem? I don't know. Well, maybe I'm in love, love. Think about it every time I think about it. Can't stop thinking about it. How much longer will it take to cure this? Just to cure it, 'cause I can't ignore it. If it's love, love.
There's something in the air right now, and I think it's a resurgence of medieval fashion. First of all, I've seen a few TikTokers post about this incredible medieval-inspired Anna Sui collection from fall 1998. And I know I can't be the only one who is obsessed with the costumes in the Netflix show The Decameron. We've also seen moments like this from Ethel Cain and Chapel Roan, and lots of chainmail, sumptuous velvet, and other medieval influences on recent runways. Not to mention this Loewe dress, which has always given me medieval tapestry vibes. And this Joan of Arc inspired look from Dior's Resort 2025 collection. Fashion Month is almost upon us, and I expect we'll see even more looks drawing inspiration from this time period. But perhaps more of a campy, tongue-in-cheek take than we've seen before. Think the Ren Fair scene in The Love Witch, or yes, Chapel Roan wearing a pig snout. But as always, let me know what you think, and if you've noticed this trend as well in the comments.
And I was all like, I'd rather get the Black Plague and lock myself in an Iron Maiden than go out with you. Totally.
What do movies like Shrek, Ella Enchanted, and A Knight's Tale have in common with 2025? This summer is being dubbed Y2K Medieval Summer, thanks to artists like Pink Panthers, Chapel Roan, and renewed interest in early 2000s movies like Shrek. So first of all, what is Y2K medievalism? First, I want to define anachronism, which is something belonging to a period in which it does not exist. This is actually one of my favorite tropes, and I'll probably make a video on that later on. Medieval Y2K, also known as fantasy Y2K, is full of anachronisms. Think Nike swooshes on armor in A Knight's Tale, knit gowns and pigtails in Ella Enchanted, 2006 beauty aesthetics combined with fantasy gowns in Lord of the Rings. Also, literally everything about Shrek and Black Knight. It took the perfect storm to bring all of this together. In 2020, fashion trends from the late 90s and early 2000s started to become popular with Gen Z online creators. Now it's impossible to go outside without seeing trends of the yesteryear. With the rise of nostalgic fashion and romanticization of the early 2000s came a greater appreciation for its movies. The Shrek franchise has been an icon since it first began in 2000, and its memes have never disappeared from the internet. But you've gotta admit it's found a greater resurgence in the past years. Now, with the soon-to-be-release of Shrek 5, I don't see it dying down anytime soon. Now, the real question, why? In short, the world today sucks, and we're craving nostalgia for better times and escapism to a world that doesn't exist. The girls are yearning for castles, gowns, and a reality where you could afford to live on any standard full-time job. Just think, how do you feel when you see Drew Barrymore's gown from Ever After? A combo of nostalgia, whimsy, romance even? Now imagine capturing that feeling every day with how you dress. So now that you know the facts, are you joining the Y2K medieval trend? Let me know below. Bye! I'm ready to go watch Shrek right now. Have to go watch Shrek.
The world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star, get the show on, get paid.
Why did we see so much medieval coded media and fashion choices in the early 2000s?
See, I got you. So the ancient era ends with the fall of the Roman Empire and starts again at year 0. So it's already like a new millennium, Y2K medieval coded. Now, Rome is broken up into these little kingdoms, right? So we think of like king, queen, princesses. Think of A Knight's Tale or Ella Enchanted or Ever After, right? Shrek. These are very like Y2K medieval coded movies.
Now, it was looted by groups like the Vandals, right? Or get the word Vandal, and the Visigoths. So back then, the Romans used goths as an insult. It meant non-classical. And we still see that meaning today, like Gothic aesthetic
aesthetic, later 2000s emo aesthetic is still meant to be subversive and going against classical authority structures. Also, these groups right here were set up in this feudalism structure. So think of the fashion, corsets, or long skirts, or the peasant blouse is literally from this Y2K medieval coded social structure. Now, we also can talk about how these tribes right here that took over were pagan. So if you think of a witchy aesthetic from the craft, or the Sabrina the Teenage Witch, that's very much from Merlin, Celtic folktale lore. Also, the Celtic tattoos are very Y2K medieval coded, very popular during the 2000s. Now, I think that they clung to these traditions or fairy tales because there was so much changing, that nostalgia, that escapism, like what we did with the 2000s. Now, but I'm saying if they are pagan, why are there so many crosses? Well, because the Roman Empire is gone, the Western half, but the Roman Catholic Church is still around. So that religion becomes a dominating force. They're all trying to prove how religious they are, maybe like a purity ring. I don't know. But then what happens in 610 is there's this new religion founded called the religion of Islam, right? And that begins to spread to the Crusades to try and stop that from doing that, but it doesn't really fully work because honestly, the Muslim scholars work in their golden age era. So then they romanticize war as more of like a hero's quest. But what does happen with the Crusades is they go on the Silk Road over to Asia and they get diseases like the Black Death, okay? And that's really sad. Now what happens is in the fall of Constantinople, that date is the end of the Middle Ages. They're taken over by Ottoman Turks. So all of these Greek Orthodox scholars, this is the eastern half, the Byzantine part of the Roman Empire, they still had all the knowledge. They go over here in Italy and they're like, why are you guys so stupid? And it's the Dark Ages. Oh, no, it's not. We have all the information right here. And they're like, oh my gosh, thank you. We're not stupid anymore. Good for us, right? So they start the Renaissance, rebirth. They're bringing back the Greek and Roman ideas. And they're able to do art and literature and even Age of Exploration. So I do think Pirates of the Caribbean is still Y2K medieval coded. Maybe like the early Renaissance too. That does fit in right there. Now, is Shakespeare? That's a debate because he's kind of the Elizabethan era. The church had lost some of its power. Henry had left. Didn't even want to have this daughter with this wife. But anyway, she becomes the best queen ever. But Shakespeare is a little bit late, but his work is set in the time period. So I do think that is Y2K medieval coded some of it. But you can use Tristan and Isolde if you're really worried about it. Now over here, we're kind of a founding father, Whigs, maybe dark academia area, but not really Y2K medieval coded in this bridge, early modern era period. If you have any questions about Y2K medieval coded things or any other examples, leave them in the comments. I'm here all summer and I'm totally obsessed with this trend.
Where have all the good men gone and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise?
lights taking you nowhere. Angel, look at that sky, life's begun. Life came through the window last night. Oh, it's no surprise to me, I am my own worst enemy. 'Cause every now and then I kick the living shit out of me. Can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I didn't mean to call you back. Golden brown texture like sun lays me down. With my mind she runs throughout the night. No need to fight, never a frown with golden brown.
Stupid boy, you keep on begging, but I won't let you in. You keep on crying, but you know what you did. I'll never let you back in. With just one touch, I could with just one touch, I could feel my Rachem shol tagas kafem shir Oromo harhino Skohi yolehoni akamenir Oromo badin Oromo harhino Oromo badin
This is how to dress like a character from a fantasy novel, but in a modern way. Fantasy often draws on fashion from the medieval period, which spans hundreds of years. Corsetry, bell sleeves, and materials like tapestry are common. Bell sleeves can be incorporated into any style depending on the pattern and exact shape. Whether you go for a more modern or traditional style, any corset can be made wearable with jeans and a cardigan or jacket. Materials like tapestry and velvet can reference fantasy style even when used on modern silhouettes.
You're the radio star on the somersault. We're gonna jump so high on the trampoline until the sun goes down. It's clear you're gonna make it out of here.
fase medieval.
Can I hear a little commotion for the dress? A little bit? Now let's hear it for the back of the dress.
Try to speak a scatter rap game, but my fans knew it. Don't get scared, nah. Tell the people they been sleeping. I been counting dead. Now that shit get scared, niggas creeping. You can better leg now. What they do after the sleep in. I turned in a fan, boy, that bitch stay on my head. Nigga, boo, 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 boo. Hop out. Boo, 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 hop out.
It's no surprise to me, I am my own worst enemy. 'Cause every now and then I kick the living shit out of me. Can we forget about the things I said when I
Flirting with the knights at medieval times. I would highly recommend you get some girls together, go to medieval times, and really lay it on thick. Sit front row, okay? And if you're not front row, be loud. Be the loudest people in your section. This is something actually that pisses me off about people going to medieval times.
My bones, they are gone, gone, gone. Keep my bones, I don't need none.